Good evening, and welcome to the Crypto Overnighter. I'm Nicodemus, and I will be your host as we take a look at the latest cryptocurrency news and analysis. So sit back, relax, and let's get started. And remember, none of this is financial advice. And it's 10 p.m. on Thursday, July 13th, 2023. Welcome back to the Crypto Overnighter, where we have no sponsors, no hidden agendas, and no BS. But we do have the news, so let's get to that. Because tonight we'll be diving into a major victory for Ripple in its ongoing legal battle with the SEC, and contrasting that with a sobering tale of a crypto lender's downfall. We'll also be exploring the ongoing tension between the crypto industry and those that regulate them, with a deep dive into a controversial broker-dealer license and a proposed crypto bill that's causing quite a stir. From there, we'll hop across the pond to Europe, where the ESMA is issuing stern warnings and new proposals for the crypto industry. We'll also delve into the Metaverse, where the UK government is taking steps to ensure the safety of its youngest inhabitants. So buckle up, hit that like, follow, and subscribe button, and let's dive in. In recent developments within the crypto legal realm, Ripple and its digital currency XRP have been at the center of attention. The blockchain platform has been under scrutiny by the U.S. Securities Exchange Commission since 2020. The SEC accused Ripple, CEO Brad Garlinghouse, and co-founder Christian Larson of violating federal securities laws by failing to register XRP as a security before offering approximately $1.3 billion worth of tokens. Ripple initially sold around $728.9 million worth of XRP directly to institutional buyers, hedge funds, and other parties. These sales were deemed as unregistered offers and sale of investment contracts, which violated securities laws. The court found that investors expected to profit from Ripple's work when they purchased XRP. Ripple used the funds from these sales to promote and enhance the value of XRP by developing its uses and protecting the XRP trading market. The court granted the SEC's motion for summary judgment regarding the institutional sales, but denied it in other aspects. Editor's note, here comes the good stuff. The court ruled that the programmatic sales of XRP through exchanges and algorithms did not qualify as the sale of securities. The court concluded that the SEC could not definitively prove that speculative investors had a reasonable expectation of profits derived from the efforts of others. The court found no evidence that a reasonable programmatic buyer, who was generally less sophisticated, shared similar expectations as the SEC claims. Additionally, the court granted Ripple's motion for summary judgment regarding programmatic sales, other distributions, and the sales made directly by Larson and Garlinghouse. However, the court denied the SEC's motion for summary judgment on the aiding and abetting claim against the two executives. It was unclear whether Larson and Garlinghouse knew or disregarded the application of securities laws to XRP. Editor's note, clear rules and regulations would help in that regard. Following the decision, the price of XRP experienced a significant increase of up to 28%. Garlinghouse expressed gratitude to those who supported Ripple throughout the legal proceedings, asserting that they were on the right side of the law in history. Make no mistake, this is a substantial victory for crypto innovation in the United States. Now, from legal victories to trials and tribulations, let's turn our attention to one Alex Mashinsky, who's going through some trials and tribulations of his own. Alex Mashinsky is the co-founder and former CEO of the now-bankrupt crypto lender Celsius. He was arrested in New York. Mashinsky and others are facing multiple charges, including securities fraud, commodities fraud, wire fraud, and conspiracy to manipulate the price of Celsius's token, CEL. The U.S. Department of Justice, the SEC, Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and Federal Trade Commission have all filed individual lawsuits against Mashinsky and Celsius. Celsius filed for bankruptcy in July 2022. Its assets were later acquired by a crypto consortium called Fahrenheit. The DOJ accused Mashinsky and Celsius Chief Revenue Officer Ronnie Cohen-Pavin of misleading customers about the company's value and interest in CEL. The SEC alleged securities fraud, claiming that CEL and Celsius's earn product constituted securities. The CFTC accused the company and Mashinsky of defrauding customers by misrepresenting the safety and probability of its digital asset-based finance platform. As part of a settlement, the FTC permanently banned Celsius Network from handling consumer assets. According to the SEC, Celsius and Mashinsky raised billions through fraudulent and unregistered sales of crypto asset securities, repeatedly deceiving investors about Celsius's financial status and manipulating the price of CEL. The SEC also accused Celsius of secretly purchasing Cell to artificially boost its value and engaging in business practices that contradicted Mashinsky's public statements. Mashinsky publicly denied actions such as betting against Bitcoin and making unsecured loans to other companies, but the SEC alleges that these activities did in fact occur. The SEC's civil suit highlighted discrepancies between Mashinsky's public statements and Celsius's actual practices. For example, Celsius allegedly extended billions in uncollateralized loans to other companies, despite Mashinsky repeatedly denying such actions. By 2022, the company had over $1 billion in outstanding loans without proper backing. Internal documents reveal that the companies warned Mashinsky about misleading statements regarding the company's business and financial state, including the uncollateralized loans. These charges against Mashinsky and Celsius serve as a stark reminder of the risks involved in the crypto industry. While the potential for high returns can be appealing, it is crucial for investors to conduct thorough research, understand the risks, and prioritize transparency, regulatory compliance, and sound business practices. The downfall of Celsius serves as a reminder for the crypto industry, emphasizing the importance of responsible conduct to maintain trust and stability. Remember to like, follow, and subscribe if you're enjoying our tales in the world of crypto. Now let's move on to another story about the ongoing tension between the crypto industry and regulatory bodies. The Blockchain Association has called for an internal investigation into the SEC's approval of a special purpose broker-dealer license for Prometheum. The association raised concerns about Prometheum's co-CEO Aaron Kaplan's stance that existing securities laws are sufficient for governing the crypto sector in the US. The association alleges that Prometheum was granted a license despite other crypto firms being rejected, and that Prometheum's broker-dealer and alternative trading system violate regulatory guidance to separate those functions. The association also expressed concern that SEC Chair Gary Gensler is using Prometheum to spread false narrative that the law is already clear with regard to digital asset securities. In related news, Gensler has rejected calls from the crypto industry to recuse himself from making certain crypto-related decisions. The Blockchain Association previously argued that Gensler's view that all digital assets except Bitcoin are securities means that he cannot approach enforcement decisions with a fair and impartial mind. Gensler has responded by stating that he's fully compliant with the law and well aware of his ethical responsibilities. Meanwhile, Coinbase is using a recent Supreme Court judgment on student debt cancellation to fight charges of operating an unregistered securities venue. The exchange argues that the SEC is trying to exert extraordinary wholesale power over the digital asset industry, a breach of powers that the Supreme Court recently ruled as unlawful. Coinbase asserts that Congress has not yet delegated such regulatory authority and is actively considering regulatory structures for the digital asset industry. The SEC, on the other hand, maintains that digital assets, including the tokens tied to Solana, Cardano, and Polygon, constitute regulated securities, and that Coinbase knew that it was violating the law by failing to register its activities. Editor's note: yeah, that's what they said about Ripple and XRP. How did that turn out, Gary? I don't really expect much of an answer, in part because the crypto industry is currently in a state of flux, with regulatory decisions and legal battles shaping the future of the sector. It's clear the industry is seeking clarity and fairness in regulation, while regulators are striving to protect the investing public. The outcome of these ongoing disputes will have significant implications for the future of crypto. One bill seeking to shape up the crypto legal space is facing some opposition from those who claim to be protecting the public. Let's take a look. A group of industry watchdogs in the United States, including Americans for Financial Reform and the Center for Responsible Lending, have voiced their opposition to a proposed draft bill on the crypto market structure. The bill, known as the Digital Asset Market Structure Discussion Draft Bill, was put forth by the House Financial Services Committee. The watchdogs argue that the crypto industry is seeking favorable legislation under the pretense of innovation. They believe the industry has failed to show any practical use cases beyond speculative investment. The bill's main goal is to establish a regulatory framework for the crypto industry in the United States with clear rules and guidelines. The SEC would be in charge of overseeing this regulatory framework. The committee chair, Representative Patrick McHenry, plans to hold a committee vote on the bill in July of 2023. This draft would prevent the SEC from denying digital asset trading platforms from registering as regulated alternative trading system. It would allow these firms to offer digital commodities and payment stablecoins. The proposed legislation takes aim at the SEC's approach to crypto, which has been criticized for its lack of clear rules. The bill would allow certain digital assets to be classified as digital commodities if they're functional and considered decentralized. The SEC would be required to provide a detailed analysis of any objections to a firm's classification as decentralized. The draft bill has been praised by Coinbase's chief legal officer. Paul Grewal believes that it provides a strong foundation for regulatory jurisdiction and definitions. However, he also believes that it warrants a thorough review before a formal introduction. The House Financial Services Committee Chair Patrick McHenry and House Agriculture Committee Chair Glenn Thompson, both Republicans, introduced this bill. That said, it's unclear how far the proposed legislation could advance in a divided Congress. The crypto industry is facing significant regulatory challenges in the United States. While some industry players are seeking more favorable legislation, others are advocating for more stringent regulation to protect consumers. The outcome of these legislative efforts will have a significant impact on the future of the crypto industry in the United States. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button to stay updated on all things crypto. Now let's shift our focus to the European Union. The European Securities and Markets Authority, ESMA, has issued a stern warning to the crypto industry. ESMA released its first set of proposals under the Markets in Crypto Assets regulations. These proposals are aimed at crypto asset service providers, also known as CASPs. The proposal covers rules for handling conflicts of interest and consumer complaints. ESMA's chairwoman, Verena Ross, has cautioned consumers that cryptocurrencies remain risky even with the implementation of MiCA. She said, quote, "We also want to remind consumers that, even with the implementation of MiCA, there will be no such thing as a safe crypto asset." ESMA's MiCA proposals, titled Technical Standards Specifying Certain Requirements of MiCA Regulation, are seeking input from the crypto industry on the MiCA regulatory framework. The consultation period lasts until September 20th, and the agency is asking crypto companies for confidential information about their expected revenue. MiCA is set to take effect in 2024 and will allow wallet providers and exchanges to operate across the 27-nation bloc with one license. ESMA is releasing 3 consultations as part of its mandate under MiCA regulations. The first of these consultations concerns technical specifications for CASPs. Entities that are already licensed are presumed under MiCA to be capable of providing crypto asset services, but they will be required to provide additional information in the form of notifications to the national competent authorities of the country they're registered in. ESMA is seeking feedback on regulatory technical standards and implementing technical standards for notifications for CASPs. It's also looking for comments on regulatory and technical standards for CASP authorization applications, handling complaints, and managing and preventing conflicts of interest. ESMA is also seeking input on its technical standards for disclosures to those national competent authorities by entities planning to acquire shares in a CASP. Responses to the paper are due by September 20th, and a draft of the finalized standards will be submitted to the European Commission by June 30th, 2024. These actions are a clear indication of the increasing scrutiny and regulation of the crypto industry by governmental bodies. While this may be seen as a necessary step toward legitimizing and integrating crypto assets into the mainstream financial system, it's also a reminder of the inherent risks and volatility associated with those assets. The crypto community will undoubtedly be watching the development of these regulations closely, as they will have significant implications for the future of the industry. From the real world to the virtual one, let's dive into the metaverse and see what's happening there. The UK government is taking steps to ensure the safety of children in the online world, particularly in the metaverse. The Online Safety Bill was introduced in March, and now it is on the brink of becoming law. It's designed to protect children from harm in the online world, and lawmakers have confirmed that it will apply to the metaverse. The metaverse itself has been gaining traction in recent years. Facebook rebranded itself to Meta to demonstrate its commitment to this new frontier. However, these virtual worlds are not without risks, especially for children. Regulators have raised concerns about the potential harm children could face in these immersive environments. Melanie Dawes is the CEO of Ofcom. Ofcom is the UK's communications regulator. Dawes has spoken about the intensity of these virtual reality experiences. The Center for Countering Digital Hate has also highlighted the issue, revealing that minors are frequently harassed in Meta's flagship platform, Horizon Worlds. The lawmakers in the UK's House of Lords believe that it is crucial to include the metaverse in the Online Safety Bill. Lord Stephen Parkinson, a minister at the Department for Culture, Media and Sport, confirmed this during a debate on the bill. Side note, that department is also responsible for introducing the Online Safety Bill. This bill is designed to be technology neutral and future-proof, meaning that it can adapt to emerging technologies. It also applies to, quote, anything communicated by means of an internet service, which includes objects or avatars created by users and interactions between users in the metaverse. The UK's new online safety bill is a significant step toward ensuring the safety of children in the online world, including the metaverse. It's a reminder that as technology advances, so must our laws and regulations to protect the most vulnerable among us. So what happened? Ripple scored a significant victory in its legal battle with the SEC, with the court ruling that certain sales of XRP did not qualify as the sale of securities. This ruling has sparked a surge in XRP's price and has been hailed as a win for crypto innovation in the United States. In a stark contrast, Alex Mashinsky, co-founder and former CEO of the now-bankrupt crypto lender Celsius, was arrested on multiple charges, including securities fraud. This serves as a sobering reminder of the risks involved in the crypto industry and the importance of regulatory compliance. The Blockchain Association has called for an internal investigation into the SEC's approval of a special-purpose broker-dealer license for Prometheum. This story highlights the ongoing call for clarity and fairness in regulation. A proposed draft bill on the crypto market structure in the U.S. has faced opposition from industry watchdogs. The outcome of this legislative effort will significantly impact the future of the crypto industry in the U.S. The European Securities and Markets Authority issued a stern warning to the crypto industry. They also released the first set of proposals under the Markets in Crypto Assets regulations. This move signifies the increasing scrutiny and regulation of the crypto industry by governmental bodies. The UK government is taking steps to ensure the safety of children in the online world, particularly in the metaverse, with its new online safety bill. This is a significant step toward protecting the most vulnerable users in this rapidly evolving digital landscape. And that's going to do it for us tonight. I want to thank you, my listeners, because when you stop listening, I will stop talking. If you enjoyed tonight's show, then please like, follow, subscribe, leave a rating, or maybe a review. And in the meantime, we will see you tomorrow night.